Right, location, location, location. We all know the program, and as property investors, I think it's the first thing we need to think about. And Grimsby and Cleethorpes, my area, is no different. So what do we want from an area as an investor? So I think there's three things that we want. So we want cost-effective property prices that attract good tenants. We want properties that are going to value up well once we've added value ourselves through refurbishments. And ultimately, we want the properties to be going up. We want capital growth for our property investments. So I've created a map for the area that I buy properties for myself and for property investors. Grimsby and Cleethorpes, quite simply, green is the areas that you want to buy in, orange are areas that we consider good rental areas, and red areas are the property areas that I just would not buy in. Right, so I've zoomed in a little bit so we can really get specific with some of the areas. So I'm going to start off with the red areas, as much as I don't want to focus on the negatives, but it's better off to get out the way the areas that I wouldn't invest in. Everywhere else from there is okay, depending on property prices, that kind of thing. So we've got three sort of specific areas. We've got Nunsthorpe Estate over here. It's not my strategy. Some people buy there. It's not an area that I focus on. We've got East Marsh over here, which notoriously is not a very good area. And then we've got West Marsh at the back of town, where again, it's just not something I focus on. But all other areas are generally good for property rentals, or really good for property rentals. This is town, so anyway, usually around most towns and cities in the country, anywhere surrounding town is pretty good. And then when we start to move to this green area, we're going towards Cleethorpes seafront, all along the strip. That's generally good areas to buy properties in. So the areas that I focus on when I'm buying properties for investors, ideal location would be Cleethorpes. I mean, right up here is the absolute utopia, but the property prices are quite high. So I'll give you an example. This green area over here along the main road coming in Grimsby Road near the football ground, all of the streets running off the main road, you can pick up a 3-bed house for 70,000-80,000. You rent generally 550. When you get up to this end of Cleethorpes, very much the same sort of house, 3-bed terrace. You're more looking at the 110, 120,000, and the rents are pretty much the same. So as much as it would be great to focus up here, generally you get pulled back towards this area just because of the yields and the property prices and things that you can achieve. When it comes to Grimsby, I quite like these areas over here, over towards Cooper Road, Fairmont Road, roads that again, the property prices are really good, very similar to this area, sort of 70,000-80,000. Your rents are at 550, and again, anywhere around town is pretty good if you can pick up properties for the right price, really good. In these orange areas, you can pick up cheaper deals. You've got to be a little bit careful, you know, if you're quite close to a red road or a red area or something that is just not quite right. It's quite specific. Sometimes it's not worth the price reduction. Got to be really careful with areas. But generally, I try and focus on these green zones that are a little bit close to the orange areas. But that's where you can pick up really good prices. So if you're interested in investing in Grimsby and Cleethorpes, best thing to do is go to our website there at the top, www.newmillsproperties.com. Click on this little investors tab. You can scroll down, there's a free guide that you can download, and also you can book in a call with myself and we can go through your property goals. My name is Keith Newby. Thank you very much.